Hello there, Scorpio. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your May career and money reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards and then move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Let's see what you have here. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Okay, so Scorpio, this is a sense of stepping into understanding the reality of your career and money sector. Kind of like taking a look at it and not sugarcoating it. That's the word that they're saying to me. Like not sugarcoating it to yourself. Of stepping into this energy of understanding what you have created in your life, in your career and money sector, what you have created, and being really truthful with yourself about what it is that you want in the future. It's a sense of transforming what you have, getting really realistic about what you have and what you want. And no longer sugarcoating it. I hardly can get that word out. Yeah, they just keep saying sugarcoating. As if like you may be dancing around the idea of what it is that you want, or you may not be truthful with yourself or those that are around you, whether that's your family, your friends, your co-workers, your employer, whoever is, you're talking about your career and money. What you're doing is you're saying one thing. You're kind of putting out an illusion, even if you don't realize it's an illusion. Inside, there's something that you really want, and it's kind of like, okay, it's time to get real. It's time to truly step into your truth of what you want. I think, Scorpio, the message I'm getting is that you want more. There's more, and it's almost as if you're holding yourself back from it for some reason. But there's something more, something bigger. You're wanting to transform into something else. Really interesting, very strong. I get this really sense of almost like determination, like, okay, I'm tired of, it's almost like you're tired of playing a game. Like a mind game, almost with yourself. I feel like this is kind of an energy of with yourself, like you're not being truthful, almost like with yourself, and therefore you're obviously not truthful with others, because you're kind of like just putting the illusion out. This would be like if you really want to, say you wanted to change careers, and you're just kind of like, telling yourself, yeah, but this career pays so well, or, I'd have to go back to school if I went and did that. So instead of being realistic about you really want to change careers and taking the steps that it would take to move into that, instead you pretend that you like your job, right? You like your career, that there isn't something else that you're dreaming of. So of course, if you're not telling yourself the truth, of course, you with your friends and family, you wouldn't tell them that you're kind of thinking of doing something else. Or you might kind of float the idea out there just to see what people think. But there's something you really want to do. And it's almost like I feel like even if you don't have the clarity of it, there's something else that you want to do. Really interesting energy, a sense of transforming, You are the death card, in the tarot. It's that sense of, I want to be rebirthed. I want almost like a second life, a second chance at life. The dragonfly is a sense of transformation. The dragonfly and the butterfly both, are in a chrysalis. They come out of the chrysalis. They go into the chrysalis as like a larva, and then they come out as a flying insect. And I feel like that is what you want to do. You want to grow wings, fly, and really kind of, it's the number 22. It's a very spiritual number, like connecting with spirit, understanding that whatever gift you have, it's a gift that doesn't only provide material abundance for you. It's also something that's healing for other people, helping other people in some way. So let's see what your Moonology card, your hard work is paying off. New moon and Capricorn, really interesting. Okay, so the new moon in Capricorn would be, would not really be until January. So it's something I feel like you may start at this time. And you may not see the abundance, the material goods, the money flowing in until January. But I think you're okay with that because there's this sense of you, Scorpio, you're very a hard worker, right? You'll put the time and energy into it. And I feel like you're willing to do that because you know deep down that this is not just, a career path. It's not just a job. Let me put it that way. It's not just a job. It is something that is part of you. You are creating something new that is going to help other people. Or move into a field, a different career path. I feel like a lot of you are making a change in your career path. And I'm going to say that because of the dragonfly. Like, I feel like you're kind of in the larva stage. You're going, or perhaps going into the chrysalis, doing a lot of soul searching thinking, and you want to come out as something else. So, you're like in one career right now and you're moving into something that I feel like is totally different, because if you think about the larva, it doesn't even look like the dragonfly, kind of going from that caterpillar stage to the butterfly stage. So I feel as if you're okay with not maybe having the monetary reward coming in quickly, that you're willing to take this risk, to put a lot of time and energy into something new, and understanding that it will not pay off perhaps until January, the beginning of 2023. And then what do we have? By the book. Yeah, you're manifesting this. I think you're manifesting this change. It could be something that you've been kind of like toying about in your mind, but you haven't really spoken about it to anyone. Something that you may be trying to figure out. This is the law of attraction. You're attracting this energy of change because in your heart, you know that the path that you're on is not your path, your career path. You're just kind of like, no, this isn't really where I'm meant to be. Okay, so let's go to the tarot and get some more details. So what we're going to do first is look at your present energy in your career and money sector. What is going on in your present energy? Victory and success. Okay, so you're either in a position where you have, I'm getting two messages. You could have just finished. Say you just finished getting certified in some field, or graduating from college, or you're about to, because we're here in May. So a lot of people do graduate in May. You've come to a certain part, you've had some success, or perhaps you have, had a career or a business or something that has found a lot of success. That success, though, I feel is also kind of like helping you to see, I want to go to the next level. There's something else that I want to do. And so you're kind of like, okay, this success also marks the end of something so that you can start a new chapter in your life. So, you graduate from college and then you get a job and you go, into a new direction. And if you think about it, that's very much like the dragonfly spirit. You've been a student and now you're going to go out into the workforce, kind of that caterpillar into a butterfly. So I feel like, for a lot of you, there is an ending coming, but it's kind of a good ending that starts a new chapter in your life. For others of you, this is an energy of something that you want inside of you. You want to experience success in some way. But either way, this is the truth of what it is that's lying down inside of you. So, wow, these cards. Okay, we're going to shuffle one more time. Okay, so let's take a look at your obstacle for this month. What is preventing this feeling of success or victory? Your transformation. I really feel for like a lot of you, you're kind of ending one chapter and starting a new chapter. The transformation, okay, which is the dragonfly spirit, right? The transformation being your obstacle is just recognizing I want to make a change, right? I want to go in a new direction. Sometimes, we kind of have that energy and we don't take any action towards it, right? Or we don't allow the transformation to take place because we're fearful of what will happen on the other side of that transformation. Will I be successful? Like not wanting to make this change, not wanting to transform your career and money sector and risk maybe not having the money until January. That is what is holding you back from going in this new successful direction. Just your fear of it. Sometimes when we make a big career change, it changes other aspects of our life too. It can change your lifestyle. Like if you are going to perhaps not have as much money coming in, you may take a financial loss for a while. And in that time, then, okay, you can't eat out as much. Maybe you can't go on a vacation. You're cutting back in some other areas while you're waiting, and that can be hard when you're working really hard on something and not getting the monetary reward for it. So let's take a look at what your strength is at this time. What is your big strength as, you're looking for the truth, trying to step onto this new path? Intuition. Okay, listen to your intuition. I feel like these two cards, this transformation card that's here, really reminds me a lot of the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess energy. This is actually your energy, right? So it's that energy of, really stepping into your own truth, understanding what your truth is, and recognizing it and starting to speak it. Starting to live it, listening to your intuition, understanding that, okay, you may not know the whole path ahead. That's okay. All you have to do is take that first step and the universe will come in and help you with the second step and then the third step. So it's about listening to your intuition. This is your strength. That means your intuition is telling you, okay, this is where you need to go. You need to make this change. And understanding that this is part of what is on your path. And with the law of attraction, that you are bringing it in. Yeah, heartache and loss is on the bottom. I feel like you're worried you're going to have heartache and loss, and loss as far as financially, So let's see what lesson. This is kind of like your soul lesson, what you're working on right now. It could be for a short term, it could be your lifelong lesson, but it's kind of like your obstacle, but it's the lesson, something that could be triggering you. So let's see what we have. Spiritual strength, recognition, and reward. Yeah. Okay, spiritual strength is, that energy of the 9 of Wands. Having the perseverance to see something to the end. This is your weakness. So what this is saying to me is that you may have had several obstacles or burdens along the way, right? But what you need to realize, and you may still have more, okay, going forward. But what this says to me is that those obstacles are literally part of your spiritual path. They are helping you to find the patience, the perseverance, the self-recognition instead of looking to others for recognition. Stepping into this energy of feeling confident about yourself and about your decisions. Of knowing that you can create the material goods that you are looking for in your life. this is all part of your journey. And I would say the number 9 is really kind of like calling out to me. I feel like for some of you, this could be over the last 9 years. Like literally, you could have been finding one obstacle after another in your, especially your career and money sector. And it could be like you feel like you get over one obstacle and then there's another, right? And then you get over that and there's another. So maybe you've changed jobs a lot, or you've had a lot of issues with money as far as, like maybe you have like an old house and the hot water heater goes out. So you had to replace that. Then the furnace goes out. You have to replace that. It's just, or you have an old car where, it's the tires, then the brakes, then the engine. And it's kind of like you haven't given up on yourself. You haven't given up on the fact that in your heart there is something big that you are supposed to do. That you have a gift of healing that and a true light that needs to be shared with the world. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like it hasn't happened. Like the idea perhaps of what you're supposed to do or what your true gift is, you haven't come into that yet. And I feel like for a lot of you, seriously, 9 years, that's a long time. We completely change all the cells within our body every 7 years. So the hair that, we have is totally replaced every 7 years. The cells, our skin cells, are totally replaced every 7 years. Think about that. Like 9 years ago, not only were you like emotionally and mentally perhaps not the person you are today, you literally down to your cells was not the person that you were 9 years ago. So sometimes it helps us to realize I'm physically not even the person that I was 9 years ago. You probably can look back and say, I'm not the same person emotionally or mentally that I was 9 years ago, right? But sometimes when we allow ourselves to say, okay, then why am I staying in the same job? Or why am I feeling like I need to search for the answer to some question that's inside of me? This is all part of your path. So it's this energy of understanding that staying with it is going to get you to the victory that you're looking for. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not changing your career. It means that you are still on your path, that you're looking for, I feel like you're searching, you're almost like looking for the answer that helps you to bring in this truth, this transformation, this success. I feel like it's not that you haven't had success in your life, Scorpio. It's like it's not the success that you've wanted. It is really kind of interesting. Sometimes we can have a lot of success in our life, and yet it doesn't resonate with us because it's kind of like, but that's not, okay, but that's not the success I really wanted. Not that you haven't worked hard, Scorpio, but I feel like maybe some of the things that you have had a success with have come kind of easily to you. Like maybe, you did really well in school, but you're kind of like, well, yeah, but, I was born intelligent. So, like it's almost as if you are dismissing any of the successes that you've had in your life because it's kind of like, but that's not the success. But it's about recognizing all along the way, not only the obstacles, but the successes that you have had, because each one of these is bringing a lesson to you. Really interesting energy, because I feel like you think that there is something else out there for you. And I feel like there is. I feel like you still haven't really met your truth yet. You're working on it. It's taking a long time, right? You're working on it. And yet at the same time, it's kind of like, Okay, I'm ready for the truth. I feel like it's right. You see how she's like looking at, this disc right here. I mean, her eyes are closed. It's kind of like your truth is right in front of you, and yet your eyes are closed, so you can't see it. And it's really interesting. Okay, so let's go see what your advice is, and then I am going to clarify some of this for us. Your advice, new beginnings. Yeah, you're definitely going in a new direction. This is the Fool card. Having a little bit of that courage and naivety at the same time, because the Fool is naive. The Fool is just kind of like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go this direction. The universe will provide. It's that energy of the universe will provide. All I have to do is step off this cliff, right? And the universe will provide. It's that energy of understanding. I'm going on a new path. I'm getting the sense of having a sense of adventure about it. Like, it could be something that is just so totally different. Once again, the caterpillar and the butterfly, the larvae and the adult, I'm getting that sense that it's time to go on a new beginning, whether that's a new career, a new job, a new business, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be so totally different than anything you've ever tried. And you may be saying, yeah, well, Mary Sue, I've done that before. I've gone and that wasn't it. It didn't really still hit me. That's okay, because that was part of your journey. It's almost as if you, they're saying shoes. It's like going shoe shopping, okay? How often do you go shoe shopping and the very first pair you try on is the pair that you buy and wear a lot? Probably never, right? My foot is a little odd. I'll just put it that way. And it's kind of like rarely do I might love the shoe, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the most amazing, cutest shoe ever. And then I put it on and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't fit my foot. Or maybe it fits my foot, but I'm like, yeah, it's totally non-functional. Like, where am I ever going to wear this shoe? So I feel like everything that you've done in the past is like, you need a new pair of shoes, okay? But you go to the store and in the past you've always thought, oh, well, the very first pair I try on is the pair I should buy. As if you felt like, I don't know, as if that's the answer. I'll just buy the first pair I try on. Like, you may have done that. Like, you buy the pair of shoes, then you get home, you realize, no, they're the wrong size, or they're not functional, or whatever. Then you go back to the shoe store, and you try on another pair of shoes, and you buy them, right? The first pair, go home, and no, they don't work either, okay? Well, I feel like maybe you've done that. Maybe you've done that 9 times, right? And now it's kind of like you're understanding, okay, what have I learned from all of the shoes that I have purchased in the past? What have I learned? Okay, I'm telling you, I have purchased a lot of shoes that didn't work for me, right? And it's kind of like, okay, I now know I cannot wear a completely flat shoe. Has to have a little bit of heel, but oh my, it can't have too much of a heel. It has to have arch support, right? It's kind of like you've learned all of these little tidbits along the way, and maybe you're even a little bit overanalyzing it, I'll have to say. It's kind of like, just give it a shot. Whatever this is, give it a shot. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Ask yourself that. If you buy a pair of shoes and they don't work out, what's the worst thing that happens? You give them away to somebody, right? If you can't take them back. There's this energy of, why are you holding yourself back? And I think you're holding yourself back because you're like, well, I tried this and I tried that and I tried this and it didn't work. So I don't want that to happen again. Yeah, well, it's kind of like 3rd time's a charm, right? Okay, so let's see. If you take the advice and you go on this new beginning, you go in this new direction, what occurs? Love begins. Okay, this is the Ace of Cups. Now, on the bottom is rest and rejuvenation. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you're also, this is the Four of Swords. This is accelerated motion. Wow. Solar plexus. Okay, so there's all of this energy here of finally finding the healing. I feel like you're what you know what? Okay, what I'm hearing is that you have chosen jobs in the past based on maybe how much money they could bring or something. This is totally different. This is going in with your soul's purpose. This is about healing. This is a new venture. It's in healing. So look at all of the other things that you've tried in the past, and why did you take that job, or why did you go on that career path? And ask yourself, was it something about money? Because they're saying your hard work is paying off, right? I feel as if there's this energy of whatever you step into, a healing. I feel like this is more of a healing career. It brings you the love that you are looking for in yourself, instead of looking for that recognition from other people or the money coming in. Wow, really interesting. It's almost as if you step into this new path, and I'm not going to say that you're going to be sitting on your laurels, right? It's this energy of, look at how calm. I feel like you're finally going to step into this energy about being calm. Not that you might not be busy in this new business or career, or, but it's going to be like out of love. It's going to be passionate. You're going to love this new venture. And I also feel like it is also going to bring you the monetary success that you're looking for. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the spiritual strength. 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 6 of Wands, Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel as if, you had something that you were hoping for in the past. And the dream died. You had a dream in the past that died. And it was painful ending. So this could have been a business you started. This could have been a career path that you started. It was something that you thought was going to be your dream job, your dream career, your dream business. And it did not work out. And that is why you are kind of in this energy of, I just don't know if I want to go down this new path, because I've done that before, right? You may have actually risked a lot of financial stability by going on a new path in the past. And you're just kind of like, yeah, no, I'm going to sit here and be safe. There's this sense of, I want to be safe instead of dreaming big, wishing for the most. But here you go. 6 of Wands, right? When you step into the arena of, okay, I'm going to dream again. I'm going to see what it is that I can create, because we have the solar plexus. A sense of, what can I create? Going in a new direction. Okay, that didn't work out. That's fine. That was recognizing that there were lessons, experiences, sharings, understandings that you have acquired because that did not work out. But it's all right. It didn't work out. So now, okay, I'm going to go in a new direction. So let's see what we have here. King of Wands, 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, this is so, Empress. Okay, creating something new, and I am going to say transformation. It's like your rebirth. You're actually rebirthing yourself here, Scorpio. It's about stepping into your energy of being a leader, of understanding that your gift is a true healing gift. Look at how both of these have like the wand, the staff, right? Of stepping into this energy of, yeah, I'm going to go for this, and I'm going to have a lot of confidence, and I'm going to do it, and it doesn't matter what the outcome is. Like going into it with more of an adventurous spirit. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it, and I'm not going to second guess myself. There's no second guessing. It's kind of like, yes, I am going to go for my 10 of cups. Okay, I went for my 9 of cups before and it didn't work out. That's okay. I'm going for my 10 of cups this time. And then stepping into this new world of actually, I feel like in the past, whatever came to an end in the past, if you think about it, it may not have been truly your truth. It may not have been what you were really and truly meant to do. So it came to an end. The universe was like, yeah, well, Scorpio, you may want that, but were you using your gift when you created this, whatever this was, or went on this career path, right? Were you using your special gift? I'll bet a lot of you went in this direction because of a love for stability, money, recognition, abundance. And now it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. I'm going with what my heart truly desires. And and what I'm passionate about. I'm going to step into this new world. I'm going to step into my truth. I'm going to use my gifts. And I'm going to create the life that I want for myself instead of maybe a life that others wanted for you. Overcoming the fears of creating what it is that you want and moving forward very quickly. Lots of Cancer, both Chariot and Moon card are Cancer energy. So, that also has to do with home and heart. Wanting to create something wonderful, not just for you, but for the people that you love. So let's see what love begins. 8 of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Yeah, finally understanding, getting the clarity that it's your own self-doubt that holds you back, that has caused your path to go slowly. But that's okay, Scorpio, because it's all about learning those lessons as you go along, learning how to persevere even when there are obstacles. But it's also coming into a sense of loving yourself, of loving your gifts, of loving what you're putting out to the universe, of understanding that when you put your love out, you also receive love from the universe. Whereas before you may have been wanting something in particular, a specific outcome. You're now recognizing, the love comes to me in so many different ways. The abundance comes to me in so many different ways when I'm willing to share my love and my gift and my light with the world. Really lovely energy there. Okay, so let's go to your Soul Truth card. Let's see what we have here. What can I do to make a difference? Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like maybe whatever you were doing in the past, I'm not saying it wasn't making a difference, okay? But I don't feel as if your energy was focused on the difference you could make when you were doing this. That's the big change. That's the big transformation. It's focusing more on what you can do for others than what others are doing for you, or how much money you're making, or how much your employer is appraising you, or your clients. It's kind of like putting out your love, your healing light, helping others, putting that as your top priority, instead of the financial gain of what you're doing. Okay, so let's look at this. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your own pain? That's, I think, the difference, is that what you're doing is you're making a difference for other people. You've gone through something that was painful. You've lost something that really meant at some point in your life that you at least thought meant a lot to you. You lost that. But because of that, you had to overcome it. You had to heal from it. And now what you're doing is you're helping other people to understand how to overcome obstacles. It's like, yeah, those obstacles were painful, but they gave you a lot of insight and wisdom. And now you can take that insight and wisdom and help others to heal too. Really interesting, which also brings you more love and joy into your own life. Receptivity. I'm open in my heart and mind to receiving the blessings that I deserve. Yeah, and understanding that the blessings don't have to come from necessarily the product or the service that you are selling. That when you are truly giving to the universe, lovingly giving to the universe, helping others to heal, the universe finds way for that money that you need in order to survive and have the things that you truly want to also come in, you know. So it could come in the form of an inheritance or, you know, some, I don't know, financial windfall. You win the lottery or what, you know, whatever it can be. The universe finds a way for that to also come to you. All right. Well, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I really do wish you so much love and light in this situation and in all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.